Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday to you, everyone. This is your girl, the Watchman, aka Shantae, and I just wanted to do a short little video about my thoughts concerning the death of Kevin Samuels. Now, I didn't know this man, but I have seen a few videos that he's done, and I've definitely heard a lot of women speaking about how this man degraded women. There were a few videos floating around on YouTube where he made a mistake and showed a guy in his bed behind him. Um, I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it because, you know, I can't turn my feelings on and off like a light switch. You feel me? If I feel one way about something and then something tragic happens, I know society tells you you're supposed to feel another way, but it doesn't work. You can't force. I'm not gonna force myself to feel another way. You feel me? I go with what's in me, what's in my heart, and I can't be any other way, and I'm not gonna be any other way because then I would be a pretender, and I'm not a pretender. So I'm gonna tell you what type of life I live in short. I'm going to be very short with it. And then I'm going to tell you what I believe happened to Kevin Samuels. So, in my life, I noticed that when people come against me, and I'm not bragging, I'm not, please, this is not a bragging moment. This is a very serious moment because when you are a chosen vessel, when you are chosen by God, these things really do happen. And I'm only giving my testimony and my testament to validate what I'm saying because I can't. I know what I go through. I'm the one that's going through it, and so there's no alleged. There's no alleged here. This is what I experienced and what I truly believe happened to Kevin Samuels. So I've always understood in my life that things happen to people when they treat me a certain type of way. Well, recently here, a lot of stuff has been going on. Um, the first thing happened is a female, she duped me out of some money that I gave her for a dog. She took my money. And I asked her more than one time for my money back. But she didn't give it, she wouldn't give it back to me. And the last thing that she said to me is, I'll give you your money back when I get it. And I said, oh, okay. I was going to take her to court because we had a signed document, but I didn't take her to court. I did, however, pray about it. A couple of months later, this year, because it happened last year in October, I had a dream about her in probably February or March. And she was in a gaming hall, and I saw her in there playing. So I looked at her, and she looked at me, and no words were spoken, but I saw her. Now, this was in my dream. Well, I haven't seen this woman since she owed me this money. Haven't seen or heard from her. You know what I'm saying? And I was nothing but nice to her. I mean, like, for real, I was nothing but nice to this woman up until this moment. But it was like, as soon as that money got exchanged, her whole attitude towards me changed. This is not the first time this has happened. This is not the first time. This is actually quite a few times that I've done this, and immediately people have turned on me after I've been generous to them. So somebody came to me yesterday and told me that her mom died. Her mom died. No, her mom died day before Mother's Day. And so when she told me, I was like, oh, wow, you know. And she asked me, did she ever give you that money that she owed you? And I told her, I was like, no. I said, but I already released her from that. I said, she doesn't owe me anything. I said, it's because I said I gave it to God. I said, she owes me nothing. And so when she told me that, I just looked at her and I was like, wow. That's all I could say was wow, because I knew what she had done to me. And based on my history, like I said, based on my life, I already know what's going to happen. And it doesn't mean that I'm thinking about it. It doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying? I do think about that the incident. I do think about the person. But I just, I just wash my hands of them. And I don't wish nothing bad on them. And if they owe me money and they don't give it back to me, I release them from that, because I'm not going to hold any kind of resentment in my heart for them because of some money. So that's what I told the female that was talking to me. I told her, I said, hey, we're good. I said, she doesn't owe me anything. And she's like, it's crazy how it happened that she talked to her mom, was on her way to get her some Mother's Day flowers. And then when she got to where she was going, the call came in. Her mom had just had a heart attack and died. Okay. So now we have I'm going to just give you another example, because I know who I am, and I know who I am to him. And I know that he fights my battles. I don't have to. If I try to fight a battle, I'm going to lose every time because of who I am. You see what I'm saying? I can't be vicious like that. Yeah, I may be able to protect myself, but that viciousness up in the head, I can't do that. And so God knows that. So I just release it and give it to him. Another incident. I had a man, I'm just going to say my ex-husband. He, I felt like he was trying to leverage his ability to help me as an instrument to oppress me. That's what I'm going to say. Bottom line is, for those who can't understand that, the bottom line is I felt like, he was I needed help. He was in a position to help me, but he wouldn't help me. And I believe in my heart that he lied to me about some things. And God knew that I really needed help. But I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I was just, in my mind, I thought about it. I talked to God about it. And I was like, this is just, this is what I'm talking about. I hate to be treated this way. Well, a couple weeks later, he got fired. So it was like the position that he was trying to use financially over me, he lost it. And I don't celebrate that, but I see, oh, trust me, I see the a parable behind it. So that's just another example. And then there's others. There's so many more things that I've seen in my life that I know for a fact was it seemed like it was as a result of how I was treated by that person. And so that's why I tell people, be careful how you treat people, because you never know. Even the Bible tells you this. The Bible tells you this. It's not my words, it's the Bible's words, okay? Be very careful how you handle people, because you could be in the presence of an angel. You feel me? You could be in the presence of an angel. And I'm not calling myself an angel by no means. You know what I'm saying? However, I do know I am chosen by God for whatever reason. I don't know. But, in his time, it will manifest itself. God willing, it will. Now, let me tell y'all what happened, what I think happened with Kevin Samuels. From what I gather, He had a conversation with a Christian female. Now, I'm pretty sure with millions of followers and most of them being females, a lot of them probably claim to be a Christian as well. But see, there's a difference between being a Christian and being chosen. You feel me? Being a Christian, honestly, it's just all you're doing is attaching yourself to a group or an organization. It's just like saying, I'm in the military, I'm a Christian, I'm a Jew, I'm a this, I'm a that. You're just attaching yourself to a religious word. Because the religion itself is not what you think. What God really is talking about are literal people that he has specifically chosen, and they are on this. We are here on this earth. We are on this earth, but we are not of this earth. And yes, we look like everybody else, but we're not. And the reason why we know we're not is because of how we're treated by man. For one, we're oppressed all day, but that's okay because Satan, he all day accuses us. Day and night, he accuses us. So that's nothing new. The other thing is that, God did say in the Bible that he puts, okay, so let me ask you a question. If what I'm saying don't make sense, or if it makes sense, let me ask you a question. If God said, be careful how you speak to people because you could be in the presence of an angel. Now, what we've been taught is that angels have wings and they flying around and they all holy and they got, a glow and this and that. But what was stated in that verse seems to say that that angel could look just like you and me. So who's to say that the woman that came on that phone that day with Kevin and did that with Kevin Samuels, I don't know what happened. I didn't watch it. You see what I'm saying? I didn't watch it. I don't want to watch it. I don't. But from what I'm gathering, just from, watching, hearing others talk about that particular phone call, Kevin Samuel was on the phone with a female who said she was a Christian. Now, interesting enough, right after this, and I don't mean immediately for those who want to be literal, because I know some people can only see in black and white. Make it make sense, okay? But it's just interesting how he fell dead of a heart attack after this conversation with this woman. And I just find it interesting that this particular interview was communicated that she was a Christian, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, you got your Christians and then you got your chosen. And when you come up against God's chosen, true chosen people, I can tell you, based on my life of being chosen, that something will happen to you when you come up. And it doesn't, listen, it's not about the words in your mouth that people hear. It's about what's in your mind. God searches the heart of man. So whatever Kevin Samuel said, and in his heart, it was over for him. Now, listen, the things that happen to people after they come up against me, normally, it's not immediate. But it seems that whatever happened in that instance, when he had that conversation with that woman, God said, that's enough. It's over. You're done. And he took him in his sin. You feel me? And so listen, I don't rejoice over death, even though they're going to rejoice over ours. I mean, come on, it's in the Bible. Look in the book of Revelations, 11, 1 and 11 and 19, something like that. 11 and 9, whatever. Look in the book of Revelations. I'm trying. And it talks about how the children of God will be slain and their bodies will be left in the street for 3 days, and the people will rejoice because we brought them pain and anguish. You feel me? They don't want to hear what we got to say. It hurts them to hear that. It hurts them to hear truth. So that's what I feel. Kevin Samuels encountered a true angel of God, and God took him in his sin. And let me tell y'all, for those who don't understand what happens when you die in your sin like that, you go immediately to hell. And if you are a homosexual, you actually go to a different hell. You feel me? Because abominations, I believe, are cast into the lake of fire. So yeah, he's gone. He's done. And as I know, I don't rejoice over this man's death, but let me ask you a question. How many millions of followers did he have that were women? And his words affected all of them. And what did God? Oh, Lord, y'all, he gonna burn for real. Let me tell y'all something. God said, woo, for everyone that you mislead, you're gonna pay for that. So if Kevin Samuels had millions of followers and they were women, and the stuff that man, that demon was spewing out of his mouth towards and against women, oppressing and demeaning and degrading us, to us, about us, misleading us, it hit harder with a woman than it does with a man. Y'all got to understand, those millions of followers, though his words affected them. Words are powerful. He has to pay for that. He must pay for it. He must pay for it. So now, not only is he burning for his own sins, he's burning for the millions of people that he misled by his words. So, do I celebrate Kevin Samuels dying? No, I don't celebrate death. However, I'm not going to turn my feelings on and off like a light switch. You feel me? I don't do that. I'm not going to sit here and be sad for a demon. And I'm not going to do this alleged or this and that, okay? I'm going to call it for what it is. I'm going to call it like I see it. I saw what I saw based on what you know what I'm saying, the little videos and clips that I have watched of his and his words. I couldn't listen to it. It was too much for my ears to hear a man talking about a woman like that. So I know it. You know, I don't have to watch all of it because I can't make myself watch it. But the little bit that I did, he gonna burn for that. Oh, he gonna burn for that, baby. So listen, get your life right. Watch how you talk to people. Watch how you treat people, because you could be in the presence of an angel. God has people that he truly has chosen. You feel me? He feels some type of way about us. And when you come up against us physically or mentally, in your heart, I mean, if you have hatred in your heart for us, he see it and he handles that. So you watch how you treat people. You watch how you talk to people, and you share and you spread love to followers and viewers. You don't spew hatred like that. Nothing good comes from that. You can't get a good fruit out of a bad tree, and you can't get a bad fruit out of a good tree. It's not possible. I'm calling it for what it is. That is one less person, one less demon on this earth to spew out that stuff that was coming out of that man's mouth and hurting us, hurting God's women. That for no reason. And that's the other thing. He didn't even have a reason to do it. He did. Followers. Followers. What have we done to him? Women. What did we do to him to make him, you know what I'm saying? To make him talk about us like that? What did we do? I know he had a past. I know his mom, dad, whatever. I got that part. But we, the people that he don't know, what did we do to him? We did nothing. But guess what? He was out there slaying us, chopping us down. Like we really need that. We already got it all over all around us. Now we got this. I can't. And for the women that were watching him, listen, I ain't even got nothing to say about that, because the same ones that was watching him are the same ones that was coming up against him and celebrating his death. So that right there tells you exactly what that was. I ain't got to say nothing about it. But anyway, it's time for me to get in the shower and get my praise on, baby, because let me tell you something. This world right here is a wicked, wicked world. Wicked. You follow somebody. Excuse me. You follow somebody. You celebrate him beating your kind down mentally. You stand behind him. You don't think you're going to get away with it. You can't back out. Even if you didn't even say anything on the video, even if you didn't say anything when all these other people were coming on Twitter and talk, even if you secretly, see, that's the whole thing about God, baby. Once you jump in, you can't back out with him. See, we might not see you and where you at in your heart, but God see it. So for those women that were celebrating with him, beating us and oppressing us, God saw it. Don't think you got away with it either. You better repent for your sins and ask for forgiveness and turn away from it and don't return to it. Don't follow people. Follow your heart. Follow God. Man will lead you to destruction. God will lead you to the way to heaven. You feel me? To heaven. So that's my take on it. I'm really not concerned about, debating it, because there's no debating. If you can make sense of it and if you can see the logic in it, then it is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to turn my feelings on and off and make it seem like I'm so sad for someone that did so much damage in 56 years of his life. No, I won't. What I will say is, be careful who you entertain, again, because you could be in the presence of an angel. So y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, a wonderful, wonderful week. Stay prayed up and stay vigilant. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah.